Hey, what's up? This is Eugene. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I will be talking about Battlefield 5. I know a lot of people have made videos about this game before, but I also need to get some things off my chest about this game. And to just say that Battlefield 5 did not perform very well is like saying DICE developers have more than 2 brain cells. From the very start, in late spring 2018 when the game was first revealed, it pissed off literally anyone who had a bit of knowledge in history. The trailer itself was already horrible. Quite frankly, it was a piece of turd compared to Battlefield 1's trailer. And now that game had a good trailer. I don't know why this game's trailer was so bad. But even more ridiculously, the trailer's main focus was on a female soldier with a prosthetic arm? Okay. Now keep in mind, the game was marketed as an immersive World War II game, and even the description of the game in Origin Store says, quote unquote, never seen before portrayal of World War II. I guess we have never seen such an absurd portrayal of World War II before. It also adds, quote unquote, the most immersive yet. I'm not saying that women should be excluded from the game completely, but they should be portrayed in roles that fit the World War II timeline, like maybe Russian snipers or the French resistance. And I'm sure at least 500,000 people who watched the trailer agree with me. It also didn't help that EA and DICE decided that they would attack the community with comments saying that they're uneducated, don't buy the game, when the player base opposed this SJW agenda being promoted in their beloved franchise. When the game was first released, it came with a boatload of bugs and lackluster content. I'm not going to list all the bugs here, but I have experienced a lot of them firsthand and they do really piss you off. Battlefield 5 also got barely any content after its initial release. It took nearly a year for a major update to arrive that focused on new factions and theatres of war, the Pacific updates. To be fair to DICE, the Pacific update was decent and I did have a lot of fun with my friends when it first came out. Also, the trailer for the Pacific update wasn't complete rubbish like the first reveal trailer, which really did help get players excited and back into the game. But unfortunately, that was to be the first and last major update to Battlefield 5 before... You know, this game was described as a so-called live service by its developers, and guess what? It only got 1 year of service. Whereas the Soviet faction, D-Day and many other large iconic World War II battles, the game focused so heavily on many small-scale battles and campaigns of the war that frankly no one cared about. Like, what is this Battle of Rotterdam? I've never heard of it until I've played this game. All of this taken into account, it just makes this game boring and gives no incentive to come back and play. Boring game. This game also has many instances where it changed historical events that real people fought in and twisting it to suit its SJW agenda. But some of it's just due to lazy programming or something. Like the Americans storming Wake Island, like were they just too lazy to program the Japanese attacking Wake Island? Also, there's only the British faction fighting in the Battle of Hanu and the Battle of France. If you look at Wikipedia, it shows that literally 0 British personnel were involved in the Battle of Hanu, and it was mainly fought by French tank units. I know Wikipedia is not very accurate, and maybe a few British soldiers here and there did fight, but Battlefield 5 portrays the entire army defending against the Germans at Hanu as being British.
Yay, rule Britannia, let's go.
You know, all of this just gives off the impression that the game is a lazy piece of programming with no attention to detail and historical accuracy. But what really annoys me the most is the twisting of the real-life Operation Gunnerside, which was conducted by a group of real men sabotaging Germany's heavy water facility in Norway. But you know what? The game portrays it as 2 women doing it. You know, a daughter and her mum. Yeah, only 2 women. 2 women did what a group of men did in real life. Shame on SJWs and the extremist toxic agenda. I could include many points like DICE slashing the price of the game by half a week after release and pointlessly rolling out time to kill changes that no one asked for, which pissed off literally everyone.
Also, what the fuck is this? So we'll leave it here, otherwise I'd be spending my whole afternoon speaking.
So in summary, EA DICE promised a quality live service for Battlefield 5, all sunshine and rainbows, but failed to follow up with it. The twisting of historical events and battles to forcefully include women and suit their toxic extremist SJW agendas, lazy programming, plus the insults from the actual EA officials to loyal fans who oppose the SJW agenda being forced down their throats, and most importantly, the lack of content destroyed this game. I really do hope EA and DICE really learn the lesson from the failure of this game and grow some brain cells and do better in the next installment of this franchise. I personally will not ever be pre-ordering or purchasing any more Battlefield games on release, and you shouldn't either. Thanks for watching.